In a valley surrounded by ancient mountains, where rivers glided like silver threads through the green earth, there was a quiet village where animals of all kinds lived together. Among them was a young turtle named Kavi, who had just turned 10 seasons old. Kavi was thoughtful and kind but often felt out of place. The other young animals around him seemed to excel in things he couldn't. The birds soared high above the trees with grace. The deer raced through the meadows like the wind. Even the squirrels leapt from branch to branch without effort. Kavi, with his heavy shell and slow steps, felt left behind. Every morning, Kavi watched the other animals practice their talents. The foxes played strategy games with ease. The frogs sang harmonies that echoed like music. Kavi, despite trying, never felt fast enough or clever enough or loud enough. One afternoon, after failing to keep up during a game of forest tag, Kavi sat alone under a large oak tree. His head drooped low, and his heart ached with frustration. "What's the matter, young one?" came a gentle voice from behind. Kavi turned and saw an old owl named Balen perched on a branch above. Balen was known throughout the valley as a keeper of stories and wisdom. His feathers were streaked with gray, and his eyes held the calm of 1,000 sunsets. Kavi sighed. "I don't think I'm good at anything. I try so hard, but everyone else is better. I'm not fast like the deer, not smart like the foxes, not talented like the frogs. I feel like I don't belong." Balen hooted softly and flew down to the ground, landing beside the turtle. "Come," he said, "walk with me." Kavi blinked. "But I'm slow." "All the better," Balen replied. "Wisdom is easier to hear when we move slowly." So Kavi walked, and Balen waddled beside him through the valley paths. "Let me tell you a story," Balen began. "Long ago, in this very valley, there was a river who envied the mountain. The river looked up and said, 'You are strong and tall, and everyone can see you. I am low and winding, unnoticed and plain.' But the mountain replied, 'Yes, I am tall, but I do not move. I do not feed the trees or carry the fish. I do not sing to the rocks or cool the earth. You do these things. You flow.' Kavi was quiet, thinking. The mountain could not be the river, and the river could not be the mountain, Balen said. But both were needed. Both were beautiful in their own way. But what if I don't know what I'm meant to be? Kavi asked. What if I'm just ordinary? Then be the most attentive ordinary turtle there is, Balen said with a glint in his eye. Comparison is a thief that steals your peace. It blinds you to your own gifts. While you've been busy trying to be like others, you haven't looked at what makes you, you. They stopped by a small pond. Balen pointed to the edge where the earth was cracked. Look there. Kavi saw a patch of land that had been worn dry. Now look again, Balen said. Kavi looked closer and saw that at the edge of the cracked earth, a tiny green sprout had emerged. That, Balen said, was planted by you. Me? Kavi blinked. When? Last month, when you carried water here each morning from the stream, Balen said. While others ran and played, you noticed the dry ground. You chose to help it. No one praised you. You didn't do it for applause. But the earth remembers. And now life grows. Kavi stared at the sprout, small but full of promise. Balen placed a wing on the turtle's shell. Your path will not look like anyone else's. That's the point. The deer may race. The fox may scheme. The birds may soar. But you, Kavi, you bring life in quiet ways. Do not trade your journey for someone else's story. The sky began to dim as the sun dipped behind the hills. Kavi walked home slowly, but his steps felt lighter. For the first time, he wasn't trying to be faster. He wasn't trying to be louder. He was simply walking his own pace, thinking his own thoughts, feeling the strength in his shell and the quiet purpose in his heart. The advice is this: don't compare yourself to anyone. Your path is yours alone, and it holds its own beauty. True peace begins when you stop measuring your worth by someone else's journey and start honoring your own.